I have done every single one of these things that will 10x your confidence with women. I promise you, if you implement these things into your dating life, your confidence is going to 10x. The very first thing that you have to do is approach women. You have to start approaching women. But this is the thing about approaching. You have to understand the mindset going into it. Your mindset right now is not allowing you to approach women. Guys, a lot of you guys have approach anxiety. A lot of you guys think of the worst case scenario. You have to understand that what you think, you feel, and what you feel, you do. So if you're going to approach women with the wrong mindset, you're not going to succeed. Every time I approach a chick, right, before approaching her, I visualize me getting her number. I visualize me being successful with the women that I want to approach. You know, I see myself having a great interaction. My mindset helps me with the approach. Your mindset has to change before you go and approach the women that you want to approach. Your mindset is not helping you out because you're overly anxious, right? You think that you're going to get rejected. Off rip, you already failed. Off rip, you're not going to succeed when you approach. You're going to approach in a nervous way. You're going to be in your head. You're not going to know what to say, right? You have to change your mindset. If you feel nervous, right? If you feel a little anxious before you approach, you could always breathe. You know, take a couple of deep breaths before you start to approach. Inhale for 3 seconds and exhale for 3 seconds. You want to calm down your nerves. You want to be relaxed before you go into the approach. Because if you're not relaxed, she's going to see that you're nervous. She's going to see that you're not really confident in yourself, and this is going to get you rejected because she's going to feel your energy. When you're nervous and you go approach, she's going to feel uncomfortable because you're not comfortable within yourself. You're nervous, you're jittering, right? You have to breathe. Breathe before approaching if you feel nervous and if you feel anxious. When I first started approaching, I used to get nervous and I used to feel anxious. But this was a technique that I used to use. I used to breathe to calm down. I used to inhale for 3 seconds and exhale for 3 seconds. And I did that a couple of times, you know, just to lower my heart rate, just to be more calm. But you'll start to realize that once you start approaching chicks, you're going to gain a lot of exposure. You know, you're going to put yourself out there, right? You're going to start talking to a lot of chicks. And this is why approaching is the best way to 10x your confidence because of the exposure that you get. Right now, you don't approach any chicks. Right now, you don't talk to many chicks. But when you start approaching, you're going to expose yourself to actually have an interaction with women. So you're going to get more comfortable. This is why approaching is so good. This is the fastest way to 10x your confidence with women. You're going to expose yourself to interaction. You're going to expose yourself to rejections, right? You're going to get rejected. It's part of the game. If you want to win with women, you're also going to have to experience the negative side of approaching and talking to women. But when you approach, you get more exposure, and this exposure helps you in the long run because each approach is going to get easier and easier the more you do it. So don't even worry about those first initial interactions, those first initial approaches. They shouldn't make you give up because the first approaches are going to be the hardest. But as you do it more and as you get more exposure, you're going to gain more confidence, and approaching women is going to be very easy. Now, what you have to also understand is that you don't want to go from 0 to 100. A lot of you guys just want to approach the baddest chicks that you see. You have to work your way up. Just start talking to everybody. Start talking to any chick that you see. No matter if she's unattractive, right? If she might not be fit, she might not be your type. Go ahead and approach. Just start a conversation. The importance of working your way up is that when you first start approaching a baddie might be too hard initially. This is why when you work your way up, right, you just start talking to everybody, any chick, whether you like her or not. When you do see a chick that you like, right, since you've been approaching and you've been talking to chicks, you're going to get comfortable talking to women. So when you do see a chick that you like, now you could go for the kill and you're going to be more confident. So you don't have to go 0 to 100. You don't just have to approach the baddest chicks. The truth is, you can practice with any girl. They just don't have to be your type or a girl that you want to get with, right? You could just practice casual conversations. You could practice flirting and teasing and being attractive with any chick that you see. They don't have to be your type, and they don't have to be the baddest chicks on the planet. Work your way up is going to make your approaches a lot easier. Like if you go out and you're at Walmart or you're at Target or you're going grocery shopping, like this is what I do, you know, when I'm out and I'm buying something and I'm ready to pay and I get to the cash register and the cashier is a woman, I start talking to them. I start having conversations, right? Simple conversations. You know, it can be as simple as asking her how her day is going, right? Giving her a compliment or stating an opinion, you know, something that I see that can be a conversation starter, right? You want to get into the habit of talking to chicks, approaching chicks when you're out and about, right? You might be grocery shopping and you see a cute girl that you want to approach. Go ahead and approach. Approaching and talking to women should be part of your lifestyle. This has to be part of who you are. When you're out and about and you see chicks, go up and talk to them. Get exposure. Start approaching. This is going to 100% 10x your confidence with women. Every time you don't feel like approaching and you do it anyways, it's going to become easier and easier. But you have to start taking action. Now, the second thing that is going to 10x your confidence is getting in shape. You have to be in tip-top shape. You want to be lean. You want to have a lean physique. Some of you guys are out of shape. You guys are overweight or you're skinny and you don't have no muscle. Guys, I started off being skinny. I started off at 130 pounds a couple of years ago. I gained 40 pounds in 2 months because I was hungry. I wanted to level up. You have to have this drive and determination to level up. You want to be improving. And one of the fastest ways to gain confidence with women is when you look at yourself in the mirror, you like what you see, right? When I look at myself in the mirror, I like what I see. I'm proud of the physique that I have built over the years. This is what you want to do. You want to get in tip-top shape. When you look good, you feel good, right? When you're in shape as well, your clothes hug you. Your clothes fit you better. You're going to feel good and you're going to have more confidence when you do approach, when you do speak with women, when you are in interactions with women, you're going to feel a lot more confident. And the thing about working out is that you tap into women's primal desire. When you're in tip-top shape and you're cut up and you have muscles, she's going to feel raw, genuine desire. Women love a man who is in shape. It's just when we see a chick with that hourglass figure, we go crazy because it's tapping into our primal desires. You know, it's something primal. We can't control it. Even if the chick, right? If we see a chick with an hourglass figure, and she might not be the baddest in terms of her face card, she might not be the cutest, right? But just because she has that figure, we're still going to be attracted. We're going to feel a lot of desire because that taps into our primal desire. It's the same way when you're in shape. Listen, the chick that I'm dating right now, I asked her, what made you attracted when you saw me? And she told me that when she saw me, the first thing that she focused on was my physique. She said that when she was behind me and I used to walk in front of her, she loved looking at my back. She loved how wide my back was, right? And that was tapping into her primal desire. You know that she was thinking in a sexual way. Just my back and my V-taper, that turned her on, right? That tapped into her primal desire. Body game is extremely powerful. When you look good and you're in shape and you are lean, right? Because you want to be lean as well. You don't have to be a mass monster. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you do want to be in shape and you want to be lean. When you're this type of guy, you're going to automatically stand out because majority of men aren't in shape. Majority of men are out of shape, right? They're either skinny fat with no muscle or they're overweight, right? And this is not that attractive to women. The more in shape you can get, the more attention and attraction you're going to get from women. This is what happened to me. When I got in shape, it was crazy. The amount of attention and desire that I got from women went through the roof. You have to get in shape. This is going to 10x your confidence with women. Now, the last thing that you have to do to 10x your confidence with women is slowing down. I see this with a lot of men. A lot of men, when they start interacting with a woman, since they're nervous and they're in their head, they're jittery, they're nervous, and they speak in a fast manner. You have to slow down. You have to get out of your head. You want to put the focus on the woman. Stop being so much in your head. The more you're in your head, you're going to overthink. And when you overthink, you're going to be nervous and you're going to be talking in a very fast pace. And this is not attractive to women. You have to have calm energy when you're around a woman. You're going to feel more confident, right? You're not going to be as nervous. But you have to get out of your head and you have to calm down. Like I said, you could implement the same technique that I talked about earlier. Breathe. Inhale for 3 seconds and exhale for 3 seconds. You don't want to have super crazy high energy when you talk with women. You want to be in your masculine energy. Your masculine energy is calm. You're going to talk at a much slower pace. You also want to lower your tone of voice, your vocal tone. You don't want it to be so high pitched. You want your vocal tone to be a little deeper. You want to speak at a slower, deeper pace when you're talking with women. You can use this to your advantage to be more seductive. You can turn women on just by using your voice. Just by you talking at a lower pace and lowering your tone and not speaking so high pitched, you can turn women on by your energy. She's going to feel your masculine energy. And this is going to 10x your confidence when you're having interactions with women. This is what you have to do to 10x your confidence when you're speaking with women. Calm down. Relax. It's just a chick. She's only 5'2", 120 pounds. She's not this big, crazy ass motherfucking monster. She's not gonna eat you, bro. Slow down, calm down, lower your tone of voice, right? be in your masculine energy, right? Let her be flowing. Let her be the higher pitch. Let her have more energy than you, right? Because she's going to fall into your frame. She's going to find you more attractive when you slow down and you're in your masculine energy. With that being said, if you made it this far to the video, click below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.